And welcome back to the Crypto Hulk program. Got a great one lined up today. This Clarity Act, this is a big deal. It very well could pass because if it doesn't, it might be 3 more years. There's a lot riding on this. Fried Oreos and scotch. I'm not going to even get into that. You might as well just yell for a heart attack to happen. Hey, just in Goldman Sachs, participating in the trial. Yeah, that's that's on my show, Marky boy. I found that out last night. If we got time, we're going over that. Yeah, YouTube hasn't given notification for some people for like 6 years. So for the brand new people, that's why you have my X and my Instagram, because if YouTube doesn't alert you, those other two will alert you. I post on the Instagram and the X every show that I have because YouTube doesn't do it. And now Patreon's doing the same fucking thing where they don't notify people. It took Patreon like a week or maybe 10 days. Yeah, about 10 days. And then they started getting all fucked up, not notifying people. Very interesting. Yeah, down to 40% chance to pass now. Everybody, but here's another thing. Don't let them fool you. I stay on track no matter what. I'm kind of like that guy that when I get working on something, I put an idea in my head. I give myself a reason each day to push forward. I don't care what the news says. If I were to listen to the news, I'd be chasing Peppy coin and dumb shit, okay? I'd be distracted. I've been on this for 6 years now. I focus on what I find. I don't need any other channel. I'm at a point, I don't need any other channel. I don't want any other channel. I got me, myself, and I got God directing me. I don't need to watch any news channel. I don't need to hear what's Brad Garlinghouse say. I don't need to hear shit from nobody. I'm the captain of my own ship. I investigate and I find stuff. I don't know when these little bastards are gonna let this thing go. I have no idea. I don't care. I buy cryptos that I discover. I find the connections. I rely on myself. And that's just now whether this passes or not. What they're going to do if it doesn't pass is scare everybody out to sell off their crypto, all the dumb shits. I'm in this so far. Like I'm not going to give up nothing. I'm ready for the first time in my life. For the first time, I'm ahead of technology. I'm ahead of what they're going to do. I've been waiting for 6 years for this. If I got to wait for longer, I do. Not leaving. They're not going to have me leave and cash out and do all this. What? Walk away with nothing? Fuck that. If I got to wait another 1, 2 years, whatever it is, to have millions and millions and millions, what is the option? Walk away with nothing? Fuck that. No. For the first time, I'm ahead of these motherfuckers. I'm watching. I'm watching the biggest organizations in the world hook up. And they're trying to tell me, dude, I'm not going nowhere. Fuck it. I missed out on investing in Apple. back in 1992 or whatever. I could have put money in everything. Nope, I missed out. Microsoft, on and on. I didn't follow investing. I didn't know anything about investing. I'm not missing out. I missed out on Bitcoin. I missed out on Ethereum. I'm not missing out on this. I investigate. I put in a lot of time and effort into digging deep, defining the connections. I ain't going anywhere. Not going to happen. So they can postpone whatever Clarities Act. I don't care. I'm continuing to buy my crypto when I can. I'm continuing each day to give you the research that I find. I already know where this ends up. I just don't know when. I've been waiting 6 years. I guess another 1 or 2 it'd be okay. It's not ideal. But I'm going to be right up there knowing what cryptos are connected to what organizations. Like I'm all in this. I pay attention to my research. I don't pay attention to nothing else. The news media is all out there trying to sell us out and to have us not talk about certain things. These fucking platforms, YouTube, Patreon, they censor me so bad. That tells me I know what I'm doing then. After 9 or 10 days, Patreon stops notifying people. I know what I'm doing because these motherfuckers are scared to death. Rookie numbers, Hulk. So that's what I was telling somebody yesterday on the phone. If you got $1 million of a coin, get $1.5 million. That way you can be that guy that dumps it. When it gets to $1, all these brokies will come in late. We're here at historically insanely cheap crypto prices. You're going to be those people that can dump on all the newbies. They're all going to come in. Your HBAR is going to hit $1. That's great, but it'll be even better when Telcoin hits $1, Bank Social, Real World Asset Inc. hits $1, Zebek hits $1. Oh, man. You're going to be like, nice. All these. You're going to get $1 million of something, and it's going to go, let's say you buy 2 milli. 2 milli, and then when it hits $1, you dump 1 mil, and you just make $1 million. This extra time, I've been with Caleb Brown about 1.5 years. It seems fast. In this 1.5 years, and I got a little software wallet on my phone and shit, and then I got the Caleb Brown and grabbed 200,000 real world asset last night. More to follow. Thanks, Hulk, says Andy Morano. Whoa. The past 1.5 years I've been with Caleb Brown, and I just keep stacking each month. My crypto's up. This cheap crypto has given me, now it sucks when I look at like how much I have in crypto, and it's like almost what I started with, okay? You know what? I'm not caring about that. I'm caring about numbers. How many do I have? The price is a distraction. Hey, and it feels good. When XRP was hitting 380 or something, or 360, I looked at my wallet, and it was great. It was a nice feeling, okay? But these cryptos, I'm here to encourage you. I'm here to educate you. I'm here to entertain you. I'm here to laugh with you. And when we hit it rich, I'll be crying on this thing. When I'm looking at my phone wallet and I got like $1 million in there, I'm going to start crying, just letting you know. I'm going to be thankful, and then I'm going to be happy. And then I'm going to see you guys with millions. millions. Some of you guys are going to have way more millions than I'll ever have. And I'm not here to have a pissing contest. I'm not here to say, hey, let's see who can piss the farthest. I'm here to help people be rich so that you can go out and do your part and maybe help other people, care about, start a school, start some kind of foundation, a tutoring business, a cleaning business, a nursing care facility. I don't know, do something to help people. Maybe if you're good at sports, a mini camp, or start certain sports camps somewhere. Whatever it is, use your imagination. There's no crying in crypto. Hey, one day I'm gonna look. It's when we got that seal coin, the beta test coin, seal coin. I still got some of that on my Hashpack wallet. I put in $1,000 right off the top, and I should have been buying it like $5 or $10 or less, right? I didn't know. That's when I first started pumping and dumping. So I bought the seal coin. I put $1,000 in it, which was stupid, but I learned a lesson. Sometimes in life you make mistakes so you can learn. Making a mistake is okay sometimes. You should learn from mistakes. So I put in $1,000. I didn't know anything about low liquidity cryptos. You could bump the price on it, but you can't cash out. Okay, so I put in $1,000. I was at this workout gym, and I was bored. It was like the wintertime maybe, or I can't remember. And it was like a weekend or something. And I'm like, you know what? Let me buy some of this seal coin. I found it. I didn't know. I found it. I'm like, damn, this could be the seal coin, you know? I put $1,000 in. I looked at my wallet. And like a minute later, it's showing. I'm not kidding. On my phone, the Hashpack, I think that shit was showing like $12 million. And I started getting a little queasy. So I sat down. I started going into a little bit of shock, right? I'm looking at my phone. I'm like, oh, shit. It's like $12.5 million. I sit down and I call my friend up. Now, he's a really experienced. So he did at first, he didn't know what I was talking about. Then when he figured out, he started laughing because I did something really fucking stupid. But at first he's like, what? I'm like, yeah, dude, I got like $12 million in this thing. I took a screenshot and showed him, and he said, holy shit. I said, yeah, man, I don't know if I think I should cash this out right now into Tether or something. Because I'm like, dude, this is so much fucking money. Like, I don't know what I did. So my friend looked up the crypto, and then he started laughing. I said, I know, this is amazing, huh? And he's like, no, I'm laughing at you because you're fucking stupid. I'm paraphrasing. And I'm like, what are you talking about? No. And he's like, give it some time. And I gave a little bit of time. I said, wait, it's at 10 million right now. I just lost $2.5 million. Monica. And then it goes to 8 and then 6. Okay, so it goes down to like whatever, $300 or something. And I'm like, I just lost like $12 million. He's like, no, you never even had it in the first place. So then he explained to me about all that shit. Even if you were to try to cash it out, you wouldn't get the money and stuff because it's not in there. So anyhow, that's the problem with these low liquidity cryptos. You got to buy them slow and then cash out really slow. It's a mess. Oh, I did the same with Root Network. Starting a mission, in the Philippines for children. This is where this all ends up. Maybe the powers that be don't want Trump to be that president when all this shit takes off. I have no idea. Look, I don't care. You know, who's the president, who's not. Like, we're just fucked, okay? So let's go over this article here. My name is Cryptoholic, not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor, none of the above. I don't know anything about crypto. I don't know anything about financial advice. What I do know is how to get high every day on like 10 different kinds of drugs, and I snort 5 pounds of each. So do not listen to anything I'd say. It'd be the worst thing you'd ever do. Okay. Now this article right here, look, I'm not predicting, hey, this could take another 1 or 2 years. I have no idea. I don't fucking care, actually. If this takes another 1 or 2 fucking years, I'm going to have so much fucking crypto. I mean, shit. If these prices stay this cheap, I'll have like 14 million Zebex. I'll have 14 million everything. All right. Here's this Clarities Act. Let me, for the brand new people, Coinbase is a partner of BlackRock. Okay, they're all tied in. And don't we have JP Morgan in there? I think we do. So you got Coinbase in the middle. On the right side, the partner's BlackRock. On the left side, you got JP Morgan. What do we have here? Probably like we have the biggest asset under management company, $12.5 trillion. That's BlackRock. And then the other side, you got probably, arguably, the world's most powerful bank. And Coinbase is in the middle. And I'll tell you what, you got Coinbase. Look, now these are 3 separate companies, but they're working together as a team. And the left hand knows what the right hand's going to do. You've got Coinbase coming out telling people the Clarities Act is on the 1 yard line, like 3 feet away from a touchdown. Now, I'm not going to be hyping everybody up. I'm not your cheerleader. Maybe this passes, maybe it don't. I can't. It doesn't matter. If it passes, great. If it doesn't, what the fuck am I going to do about it, right? I'm going to accumulate more crypto. That's about what I'm going to do. Coinbase, the guy's name's Ryan Van Grack, and he says the Clarity Act is on the 1 yard line. Well, we'll see, won't we, Ryan? Coinbase's Van Gracht, Mr. Van Gracht, says the Clarities Act momentum is unmistakable with passage imminent. That means any time now. Now, again, my source would be Coinbase, JP Morgan, and BlackRock telling us this. Is it hype? Do they really believe it? Probably, I'm sure they do. Will it pass? I have no idea. I do know that Lindsey Graham, a guy that's just died, senator, I believe, Lindsey Graham just died. I forgot his exact position in government. I don't follow politics. That's not my forte. What I do is I research crypto. So you can tell me what position he had. I don't know. I know what he was good at is passing shit, okay? He got Supreme Court justices passed. He got the decision to invade Iraq passed. This guy gets shit passed. Well, he's not here to pass the Clarities Act now. Oh. See, he kind of is good with the Democrats, getting them to vote positively. Well, he's no longer here. So Trump wants to get like this guy's daughter. I guess Lindsey Graham has a daughter. He's trying to get her in there. Like, they're getting desperate. Is this Clarities Act going to pass? I have no idea. It's not looking good. I don't know why Coinbase is saying all this. See what I mean? It's always a mixed message and shit, you know? But then again, I don't give a fuck whether it passes or not right now. What am I going to do about it? I'm not trying to, look, I'm not trying to sensationalize. Yeah, everybody, it's going to pass. Yeah. These other channels are saying, oh, yeah, we're going to be rich. Look, I'm just telling you, I don't know. I don't fucking care. It'll pass. Now, Cynthia Loomis, she's definitely in the government. She's like working out of Wyoming or something like that as a senator. She says, if this doesn't pass right now, we're not going to vote on this until 2030. That means we're probably going to have a different president. So today's program, we're starting off with this. I'm just showing you it's a wobbler. I don't know if it's going to pass. I'm not doing the fake hype. I already told you my position. I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. That's how I am. I've been working out. I started lifting weights 41 years ago. June 1985, 41 years ago. Now it's July 2026. 41 years, going to the gym 6 days a week. Now for the past 6-7 months, I've been going 7 days a week. But I can't hit it as hard as I used to each day. So that's why I add another day on. I'm not as strong as I used to be, and I can't do more of that intense workout shit. So now I just go every day, and it's fine. It works. But 6 days a week, 41 years, I just keep going, man. I figure out what I got to do. Every so often, I look at the path I'm on. That's why I bring in like the cold plunge, which really helps me recuperate, which I'm waiting for the new one to get mailed to me. But that cold plunge, I do different things along the way. Now I take a teaspoon of sea salt every day. There's just these little things. Like you add up, I do all these little things. Every day, it's a routine. And it works. 41 years, 6 times a week. I work out hard. Some days I just feel sick when I leave the gym. That's how I know I did a good job, okay? Then I cold plunge and freeze my fucking ass off. And then I'm cold for like hours afterwards, sometimes shivering and stuff. Okay, this is just what I do. I'm showing you my mentality. If this thing passes, then great. If not, what? I do the same thing I'm doing right now. Accumulate. Show you guys what companies are hooking up. I can't see this not passing. It would be ridiculous. But then again, we had 4 years of Gary Gensler. So that was just a fucking circus act. And let me tell you something. You know how the Federal Reserve was made? Middle of the night, like New Year's Day or Christmas night, whatever it was, like 10 senators or something got together and had an emergency vote. Let me tell you something about these people in the government. The same way that straight out of nowhere, the Federal Reserve passed. We never had a Federal Reserve Bank, and then that thing all of a sudden just passes, right? What if, see, I'm telling you, here's why I don't trip. What if these bastards next year in the middle of the night, see, look, I've got articles today. I'm going to go over 1 or 2 if I can quit talking. But I'm trying to show you my mentality. I just showed you how the United Kingdom yesterday announced they've got a 77-page framework because the United Kingdom right now is setting up their cryptocurrency platform for their whole kingdom, the United Kingdom. They're getting their crypto for the stock market, bond market, everything market, real estate market, everything. They're going to start with the repo market, okay? This leads us into my next article. We're talking about the United Kingdom and stuff. Look right here. Oh, God, everybody. Now I'm starting to get goosebumps. Look, I don't care if this Clarities Act passes or not. I got a late fee from Robert Driscoll. Robert, totally appreciate your memberships. You guys keep this channel going. You motivate me when these fucking communist platforms fuck with us by not notifying you of shows, making it to where people can't donate, on and on. I'll keep coming back if you keep supporting this show, and we will make it through. I'll keep finding all the evidence they don't want. That's why they keep trying to shut this show down. Straight up facts. Here's the next article. Look right here. These little cheeky bastards, as the Aussies say. I don't even know what that means. Cheeky, like tricky? Like if you're being sly like a fox? I don't know. Maybe the Australians can explain that one. Cheeky bastard. All right. Look at this article right here. Here's what I'm saying. The United States, United Kingdom, Transatlantic Task Force. Everybody watch what's going on right here. Don't worry about shit. Watch my channel. Watch the news. Focus on what the facts are. I'm not worried about shit, okay? Because this thing pops up. So yesterday, we see how the United Kingdom announces, and I told you, the United Kingdom announces they got a new platform. 77-page report. We're going to implement this. And then by springtime, January, February, March, they're going to launch their part of it. They're not going to do the whole financial system, stocks, bonds. They're going to do repos. And I said this, if that repo thing takes off January, February, March, and this is real. This isn't a trial. This is the real deal. They're not doing the whole thing because it'll be a disaster if it fucks up. They're going to start just with repos. Let me tell you something. They've already tested all of it. They've had sandboxes. They've had trials. They've had pilots. Fuck. Okay? They're done with the practicing shit. These bankers want to make their trillions. You know what? I just want to make my millions. I don't even fucking care what these do. Jeff Bezos or no, the Elon Musk dude wants to be worth $1 trillion. I don't fucking care. People are all mad. Oh, Elon Musk, the Democrats are going through it. Elon Musk, this is capitalism. It's so bad. Me personally, Elon makes $1 trillion. I don't fucking care. Good. Congratulations. I'm not like, we got to tax him and give it to poor people. No, these fucking poor people need to watch Crypto Hulk Show, get off their fucking ass, watch Crypto Hulk Show, and get rich. It's that fucking simple. Stop doing what you're doing to be broke. Find some other way. Watch somebody who's successful, somebody who has the best crypto news. Take notes, copycat. Don't copy trade me, and be fucking rich. I'm already showing you all this stuff. Look at this right here. The United States and the United Kingdom have a transatlantic task force. They just unveiled it. What did I tell you yesterday? This article wasn't even around. I told you yesterday, when the United Kingdom does all this, everyone's going to copy. And then people are going to join them. Maybe not right away. Look right here. Bam. We got the United States and the United Kingdom hooking up a stablecoin platform. Oh, man. How do you think the United Kingdom's going to move all these cryptos and shit with stablecoins? And the United States will be right there. What did the article also say? The United Kingdom and the United States are going to have very similar timelines for crypto laws. The United Kingdom, because they're pretty much running the world, it looks like. But now they're working with the United States. Let's get into this article. They're going to unveil a digital asset roadmap. The United States and the United Kingdom both together promoting stablecoin innovation. Oh, man, it's coming, everybody. You know what I say? Everybody's going to get kind of hooked up, and then crypto is going to be like, oh, we don't know. You know, they keep it unclear. They keep it unbalanced. Well, we don't know what crypto is. A year later, 2 years later. Oh, crypto law is in effect. Boom, everything goes, takes off. They're hooking this country up. Yeah, well, we don't know. And we hook up this country. Yeah, we're doing trials. We're doing pilots. That country gets hooked up. Yeah, we're looking into it. Nobody knows what the fuck's going on. So normal people aren't buying this shit. This is all a distraction game. We got boom, boom, pow in Iraq. We got guys calling themselves Priscilla in New York. Okay, the pussified males are taking over. They're dyeing their hair purple and shit. They're going to their safe spaces. Guys that used to be named Fred are now named Joyce. You got all kinds of weird shit going on, but no one's reading this fucking news right here. The United States Department of the Treasury and His Majesty's Treasury released a joint statement, everybody, and recommendations as part of the Transatlantic Task Force for the Markets of the Future. Oh, God. The task force called on the Bank of England and Financial Conduct Authority in the United Kingdom and the CFTC and the SEC. Everybody, look, they're joining up. They're clicking up, man. They're homies. Us and the English homies. What's up, homies? Let's have some shrimp. Well, they don't eat shrimp in England. They eat kind of nasty food in England, whatever they eat over there. Shepherd's pie or something. The task, they drink ale, that bitter beer stuff. Oh, what's with these English people? Gosh, the Mexicans know how to throw it down. They got the tequila, man. The task force called on the Bank of England and Financial Conduct Authority, and you got the CFTC and the SEC in the United States to what? Develop approaches for the treatment of tokenized assets. You've got now countries coming together for clarity, everybody. Hey, if this thing doesn't pass now, that doesn't mean they can't in a 6 months from now or whenever it is, do some shit. They can do it. They just throw shit out there. Yeah, if it don't pass now, we won't vote on it. They can have an emergency meeting, get this shit done tonight, okay? They could do that. I'm not getting fooled. They're not fooling me. I'm not getting out of nothing. I've been in this bitch for way too long. I'll be sitting right here making these crazy ass videos and shit. And until we're rich, they're not scaring me out. I will not be discouraged. I didn't come all this way on this journey. I didn't go on a journey of 1,000 miles to walk away a bitch. Okay. Just like in boot camp, when I went to basic training in the Army, Fort Knox, we had to do this 12-mile rucksack march. We had to go like 4 miles an hour for 3 hours straight. Wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was something like that. We had to do 12 miles in 3 hours, wearing like the helmet and the backpack, all that shit, the rifle and shit. It was, and I was getting near the end of this run, and I wasn't going to make it. And I wasn't going to make it. Physically, I couldn't do it. And the sergeants told me to get into the truck, and then I could recycle. No, they were going to send my ass home. Come in here, Crypto Hulk. Get in that truck. Because they didn't want me to, they knew I was going to have a heart attack or something. I'll never forget this, and never forget the story either. This shows you like who Crypto Hulk is. So I'm 40 years old. I'm 39 years old going through boot camp. The oldest guy there, 265 pounds. All these guys are like 18 years old and weigh like $180 or something, $190, $170. I was in bad shape, and just I told the drill sergeant I will die before I get in that truck. And he's kind of like, what? And he's like, get in the truck. I'm telling you, get in the truck right now. I said, I'm gonna fucking die here before I get in that truck. I'd rather die right here and fall down on the pavement and end my life than get in that fucking truck and go home a loser. Not gonna happen, drill sergeant. He called in one of his drill sergeants and got another cadet. Each one got under my arm and helped me complete that run. It was like literally the last mile. I was limping for like 3, 4, 5 miles, and they're just like, I said, I feel like something's going to rip. And they're doing everything they could to convince me. Some of the other cadets were like, come on, man, you could try it next time. I'm not going home. They're going to send me. They're not going to let me go through again. They're going to send me home. I'm already 39 years old. I already know what's going to happen. They're going to say thank you, but no thank you. And then I made it because they helped me. And that taught me teamwork. I was in the Army, and when my drill sergeant was under my left arm, then they switched out after like a half a mile because they were really like carrying me, making it look like I was walking. At that point, I learned what teamwork was. I was like, damn, man, if we were really in battle, these guys are saving my life. So at that point, as they were kind of helping me, because I'm a pretty strong man mentally and physically. And for me to have somebody help me, like, I'm not liking that. I like to do shit on my own. But at one point I realized I can't do this because the Army just pushes you and pushes you and pushes you. And I think they do that. I think they do that to see if the cadets, but these guys swooped right in and like got me through that race. And I was like, son of a bitch, man, that's some fucking teamwork. And I felt embarrassed because I had to have somebody help me do something physically. But I learned a lot from that. And that was like 2009 when that shit happened. So it's still stuck in my head. All right. That's the crypto race that I'm in right now. That's how I feel that, like right now, this is crypto. It's been this 12-mile rucksack fucking march. And I'm down to the last mile. And man, I'm fucking tired. The United States and the United Kingdom are deepening cooperation on crypto. Everybody listen right here. This is so massive. The United States and the United Kingdom are deepening cooperation on digital assets, saying regulated stablecoins have the potential to make financial systems more efficient and competitive. Are you seeing what's going on? We went from crypto's all bad to now this shit's going to save the world. All of a sudden, when I first started, they weren't saying this at all. On Tuesday, yesterday, the United States Department of the Treasury and His Majesty's Treasury released a joint statement and recommendations as part of now it's called the Transatlantic Task Force for the Markets of the Future. Everybody, I don't know if this Clarities Act's going to pass. Sooner or later, this motherfucker's got to pass, and that's when we all get rich. I don't know when this shit happens, but it looks like I'll keep going. I didn't go on this 12-mile rucksack march to go home a fucking loser. I'm going to stay in this thing until it fucking ends. I put way too much time in to just walk away from this shit. No fucking way. No thank you. No way, Jose. The United States and the United Kingdom should leverage their positions as leading global financial centers are you hearing this? The United Kingdom and the United States are the leading global financial centers. We are supposed to actively shape the development of digital asset markets. The United Kingdom and the United States are going to shape digital markets and the next generation financial infrastructure. The two governments said this on Tuesday. Are you hearing me? This is massive right here. United Kingdom, I just showed you, is rolling out their crypto platform. And guess what? These stable coins go right on top. Are you seeing this? Then guess what? I told you. The United Kingdom, that platform is a template. It's a copy. The whole fucking world's going to use that shit. The United States is involved in it. We're not starting it because it's going to look like it's coming from America, and these fuckers around the world don't like that. So let's not have America start it, even though we invented this shit, okay? They've had to hide the fact we've invented all this. Look, There's already Ripple Russia, Ripple China. They already know how to make this shit work, okay? This is all drama. This article is all drama. I've already shown you Ripple Singapore, Ripple Russia, Ripple China, Ripple Israel, Ripple Turkey, Ripple Indonesia. We can keep going on and on. These were already done. Ripple already hooked them all up. Now, these are probably for some countries that aren't hooked up, but this is all like a show. They're putting the world on notice, saying, hey, the United Kingdom yesterday comes out with the 77-page report. We have a crypto framework. It should start to be released in January, February, March of next year. Then all of a sudden, today, the news is, well, the United States is now working with the United Kingdom on stable coins. They're already working on the platform for swaps, defaults, repos, stocks, bonds. They're already working on that platform for everything. Now we're going to admit, well, we'll work on the stable coins with you, United Kingdom. See all this just all of a sudden now, right? All of a sudden. The task force called on the Bank of England and the United Kingdom Financial Conduct Authority and the United States Commodities Future Trading Commission and the SEC to develop approaches for the treatment of tokenized assets. They also directed the Financial Conduct Authority, the Securities Exchange Commission, to explore options, listen to this, to facilitate cross-border capital raising. They outlined plans to support competition in innovation in stablecoins, tokenized deposits, and other similar assets, with emphasizing the need for strong standards around custody. Everybody, they're getting it all hooked up. United Kingdom announces this platform yesterday. All of a sudden now, today, United States is going to join them, but in stablecoin stuff, you know. Come on, man. Shut up with that. We already know this is it's happening right now. Each government, United Kingdom, United States, endeavors to create a framework. Oh, so now the United States is going to need a framework too. Gee, I wonder where they're going to get their framework from. United Kingdom, maybe, because they already have one, or we're going to reinvent the wheel. I go with the former. Each government endeavors to create a framework that, in the event of insolvency, bankruptcy, restructuring, are they telling us about a black swan, everybody? Oh, man, Crypto Hulk, let me repeat this. In the event of an insolvency, a bankruptcy, a restructuring, you mean like you repin the dollar? Like the United States goes bankrupt? Like we have a black swan and we have, we can't pay our bills, so we become insolvent? Is that why they're putting all this in there, getting us mentally ready for a black swan? Dang, Crypto Hulk, I think it's really happening. You think? This will provide this new framework. Why, are we going to get rid of the old framework? This new framework provides the stablecoin holders a clear and protected legal claim on reserves, including priority ahead of other creditors. Why? Okay, Crypto Hulk, this paragraph sounded like the United States might go into bankruptcy. And they're getting ready. They're getting a whole new monetary system, so they can get ahead of the creditors so they won't owe anybody. They're telling you right here, we're going to have a black swan. How do you tell us? How does the government tell us without telling us. In the event of insolvency, bankruptcy, restructuring, or a resolution proceeding, this new framework provides stablecoin holders. So if you're holding this new stablecoin, you will have a clear, I'm just reading from what they're saying. You will have a clear and protected legal claim on reserves, including priority ahead of other creditors, consistent with the laws of each jurisdiction. They're going to dump the world's economy, everybody. Sure, what it's looking like to me, if I were to read this, it looks like they're going to create a new money, a new framework. There's going to be a bankruptcy, but if you're holding this new stable coin, you'll be ahead and protected of the creditors. You'll be clear. You'll be clear and protected from the creditors. That's what I'm seeing right here. Are you seeing the same thing? I don't know. Maybe you are. Maybe you aren't. Maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe it's all the drugs I do. What do I know, right? Very interesting article right there. We're already bankrupt, says Chris Sharpie. Sounds like the U.S. is going to use the United Kingdom as a little test, a test bed before they follow suit. They get to see this play out on a government level while private U.S. companies apply to the market. Yes, sir. Create a bear market, swooping and buying at lowest prices, then improve regulations and clarity, flip the switch on the masses. Now that makes sense. Like, how's all this crypto prices dumping? Right when all this massive technology is just ready to take off, how are all these prices dumping? Unless it's manipulated. Does it make any sense? No. These prices should be crazy high right now. But they're not, because we got dark pools in private ledgers. I showed you guys this. I was telling you, this goes all the way back to 2010. Mt. Gox, that's Jed McCaleb. That's the guy who helped invent Ripple and then Stellar. He's also mixed in with Stronghold and Velo. All right, let me look at a little deep dive with this. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to copy that paragraph. I copied that paragraph that I just read about the bankruptcy and all that, and I fed it into Grok. I want to see what Grok thinks. I says, kind of sounds like a future Black Swan event. Okay. Grok says, no No, this does not signal an imminent black swan event. It is the opposite. Deliberate, proactive. What Grok doesn't realize is the old system has to burn. Then you get this new system. So yes, there will be a black swan event. It might not affect us because we could just leave the old and join the new before we have to watch it burn, crash and burn. Grok says, the quote that I just gave you, the quote comes directly from point 9 of the July 14th, 2026 U.S. United Kingdom joint statement on stable coins. It's part of the Transatlantic Task Force for the Market of the Future. What I just read to you, that paragraph commits both governments to work toward frameworks where in insolvency, bankruptcy, restructuring, stablecoin holders receive a clear and protected legal claim on their reserves with price. So they're talking, okay, just what I said. What they're talking about, Grok's fucking stupid. What they wrote is that in the case of all this bad shit happening, if you have this new framework stablecoin, you'll be protected against all the claim holders. You know, you'll be protected against losing everything. So yes, a black swan is coming to the old system. They're talking about the Genius Act of 2025. Reserves are generally treated as not property of the issuer's bankruptcy estate. Okay. What I was right in what I read, Grok's wrong. What we got going on, everybody, is you're seeing the United Kingdom and the United States creating a new framework, a new money, stable coins that cannot be taken when the United States goes bankrupt and when the United Kingdom goes bankrupt. They're going to leave the old system, and you can't, the debts that you have right here, reserves. These stable coins are going to be called reserves. These reserves are generally not property of the issuer's bankruptcy estate. When a person goes bankrupt, the United States, you and me, let's talk about you and me. If I go bankrupt, my creditors, car company, the home mortgage company, when I go bankrupt, my creditors go after my assets and take them. When the United States goes bankrupt, its creditors, all the other countries in the world that we owe money to, they won't be able to take our assets. This new stablecoin, this new crypto, maybe it's the XRP. Maybe the XRP is the rate, exchange rate peg, but they got a new kind of stablecoin come. Maybe it's a Ripple Labs, the dollar, the Ripple Labs USD. I don't know. But what we have here is they're coming up with a new money system, and it sure looks like to me they're going to dump the old system. And they're showing us that our creditors won't be able to take the crypto from us because that wasn't around. They're going to legally somehow do this thing, okay? I don't have all the answers. But what we got here, this is a big deal. What we're seeing going down right here. Talk about all the bankruptcy, insolvency, and all. They're going to crash the system. The United States and the United Kingdom are getting this all set up. They're going to run a stable coin. That's going to be the money. And the old system's going to crash and burn. We may not be affected by it. We may not have to go. Maybe we are going through the black swan now. Maybe the past 10, 20 years have been a black swan. I don't know. But this new system is going to come. There's going to be a whole new rich class of people, us. That's what I'm seeing. So I don't have all the answers. I got a lot of questions. What I do know, what you know, is something's coming. They got this platform, United Kingdom, to run everything on. Now, all of a sudden, next day, the United States says, oh, we're joining the transatlantic. We're going to have a stable coin with the United Kingdom. Then they start talking about bankruptcies and insolvencies. Like, where did all that come from? Then they start talking about how creditors can't go after this new reserve coin. We know we're going to have a new form of money. And guess what? The debt was based on the dollar, not on this new form of money. Oh. The United States and Europe, England specifically, we could create a whole new money. We could have a whole new money system, and the rest of the world will be like, oh, wait a second. We don't want to be on this fiat system. It's worthless. There's nothing backing the money. You get it? This whole new system, all these central banks around the world, what have they been doing the past 10 years? Buying gold. Oh. They're all going to have this brand new money system. They're all going to have this brand new, the paper system's gone. No one's going to want the Chinese paper money, the Russian paper. Nobody's going to want American paper dollars. All this shit is useless. Do you get it? That's why they're bringing in this new system. It's going to be backed with money. Then everybody else is going to want to copy. Oh, well, let's back our money too. Then no one's going to have paper anymore. It's going to be useless. I don't know. I'm not here to play fortune teller. That's Zoltar's job. My job is to show you the news and to help you think about some things like, look at this right here. Look what they're doing. Why do you think they start talking about bankruptcy, insolvency, creditors? Why do you think they're talking about all that? That's a quote. That is a quote from their transatlantic partnership. They're going to dump the old system, man. Now, whether that's today, tomorrow, next year, 2 years from now, whatever, they're setting it up right now. I don't know when all this happens. I don't fucking care. It's going to happen when it does. Until then, I'm stacking cryptos and I'm going to be crazy fucking rich. So there you have it. My name's Crypto Hulk. I'm gonna play this video for my Patreon group later, and I'm gonna look into it more and see if I can find new angles of stuff. But yeah, it's good and it's bad. I mean, it's gonna be bad because all the paper money, the world as we know it, financial wise, is gonna be over. We're moving into this whole new world of crypto and electric money. Satellites shooting money, all that's what the Quant token is. The seal coin Quant and all that shit's satellite money. We're moving into where you carrying your phone, digital ID. Some of you guys are gonna get microchipped. You walk into stores and you slide your hand over something and your iris scan and all that shit. It's a whole new world. Some of you guys are gonna be crazy, insane rich. But then the governments will have control over us. Nothing's ever perfect. There's going to be good with bad. With every happiness, there's going to be sadness. And maybe as rich as we get, people are going to be broke. I mean, I know I'm going to have bodyguards and shit. You know, we're going to be these rich people. I might have like a house and then a little I might buy this mansion somewhere and then have like a mother-in-law house and put a little security company in there. And everywhere I go, I got security, you know. 1 or 2 armed guards at all times. That might be the life. See what I mean? With everything that's good, there's going to be some bad. That's just how life goes. The happier you get, the more miserable other people are going to get. Everything's not going to just be perfect. We don't live on a perfect planet. I'm saying all this to get you mentally ready. The world's going to change. You're going to be super fucking rich. We're not here just to make $5,000 or $10,000. If you got $1 million of these one crypto, what if it goes to $10? For that one crypto, and if you have $1 million, you could have 10 million just from that one crypto. Some of you guys got 5 cryptos and you got $1 million of each. Man, if those shits go to $10 a piece, that's $50 million. And those are just 5. Some of you guys got 20 cryptos. You might, I don't know. Some of you guys got like 14 million Zebex and shit. What if that goes to $20 a piece? Son of a bitch, dude. You live like $120 million or $200 million or some shit. Like I'm saying, I don't care if this Clarity Act passes tomorrow or next week. It doesn't fucking matter to me. This shit is going to pass when it fucking passes. I can't predict shit. So I'm going to keep stacking. And one day I'm going to be rich. I don't know when that day is, man. But I'm like, nah, the Clarities Act didn't pass. Like, I don't fucking care. Like I told you, for most of the shit in life, I don't fucking care. I don't care what's on the news. I don't care what's happening over there. I don't care what's happening here. I just find the crypto news shit, buy the crypto when I can, make it another day. Next day starts. Let's do it all over. Stack more crypto. Find out more shit like this, that the United States and the United Kingdom were planning for a bankruptcy. That's what we just found out. They're getting this whole new system ready to dump the old system. Looks like it to me. Anyhow, if you watch my Patreon, on Patreon, I'm able to copy like big paragraphs and shit. So I'm going to do that so you guys can see some of what I'm looking at on the Patreon. I'll probably make that show at about 5 o'clock p.m. Until then, I'll see you in the next one.